Hello and welcome to this week's edition of The Public Square, your weekly current affairs show coming to you on Miri Online Channel. Hollywood, here we come. Yes, today we are at the movies on The Public Square. Our guest is the author of the book Land of Legend. The book has since been adapted to a film by the same title. His name is Mr. Esfandia Ghodrati. He's going to tell us more about the book and the film. Mr. Ghodrati is a Ghodrati-based businessman. He is an engineer by training, and he is the owner of New Era College. Dumela Ghodrati.
Dumela.
And welcome to the Public Square.
Thank you.
I guess commendations are in order. First for the book, Land of Legend, and now the film by the same title.
Thank you. Yes, that's true.
Let's start from the beginning. Why did you write the book Land of the Legend?
That's a good question. See, why did I write it? Because I just wanted everyone, especially the new generation, to know how we were really getting these kind of stories. It was through folk tales, grandma, ma, father, uncle, they were giving it to us. So I thought maybe I can get them together, make a book for the new generation to see and appreciate.
Very well. The book Land of Legend has since been adapted into a film. That's a big achievement. How were you able to pull that off?
See, the initial Land of Legend, it was a story of Dariush and Rostam. They're two young friends, and they go to a different realm, and they try to discover themselves, and at the same time, to help and fight against dark angels and witch and wizard. So this book, part of it, because adapted for a film, because the book is so vast, it can be number of films. So part of it is adapted, and the script was written, and therefore, after the film, there will be a book which is based on the screenplay, which will say, from the mind of Esfandia Ghodrati. So it is a journey which we are going, and I hope we will be able to adapt other part of the main book.
According to the British magazine Screenplay, the film is starring some of the most illustrious actors in Britain. One of them is Rupert Everett. Rupert Everett is a big actor in Britain. He's appeared alongside Julia Roberts. He's appeared alongside Sharon Stone. He's a big name in Britain. And it's not only him. There's also Hilary Gilby. There's Tamsin Greig. There's Imani Yeshua. Again, these are big names in the British film industry.
That's true.
How were you able to get in contact with all these people for the cast?
They said if there's a will, there's a way. So I always wanted to adapt some part of this into a film. So I traveled a few times to Los Angeles and tried to meet a few key people in the industry. And in one of the occasions that I was invited in Los Angeles to give talk on one of their TV station. So after the interview, I asked someone that if in case I can meet a producer. And yes, I met with this wonderful man, Mrs. Sam Baldoni, who has been in the business for many years. I sent my script to him, I sent the book to him, And then he realized that this is an opportunity that we can get together and turn it into a film. And after that, we never stopped. So he started by getting a few other gentlemen, like Mr. Corey Brassou and Mr. Rob Weston, and through them, we had producers in United Kingdom, because now the strike in Los Angeles stopped us from going further. So we have to move to UK. And the line producers suggested the name that you said, Mr. Rupert Everett, Tamsin Craig, and others. And we have to send the script to them one by one. So get their opinion. If they accept, fine. If they don't, then we go to the next one. And we were blessed that Mr. Rupert and Mrs. Craig, they accepted. And we got ourselves a film later on.
Yeah, and you know, again, like I said, the cast, it's the creme de la creme of British film industry. What does that mean for the Land of the Legend, the film itself?
Means success. Means success. That means we will be certainly getting a good crowd in United Kingdom, and through that we will certainly get a good crowd internationally. And I will bring the film. We will have a premiere in Botswana.
That's good.
And we will invite. It's something that started from here. We should have got a good team from here, but unfortunately, this is a new business for the ministries, the tax credit, and so on. So it's going to take a while.
That's right.
In future, maybe we get another one.
Good. Yeah, we have just talked about the cast. There's also the producer and the director. The director is Neil Johnson.
Neil Johnson, yes.
And then the producer is Robert Weston.
Robert Weston, he is British gentleman. Yes,
Robert. We are going for a break. I want us to talk about those two because they are also heavyweights
yes, true, they
in
are.
the industry.
Thank
so
you.
let's talk about them as well and how they got involved with this project.
Okay, Titus. Sure.
We are going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we continue our conversation with the author, writer, executive producer of Land of Legend, Mr. Ghodrati. Don't go away.
Welcome to New Era College of Arts, Science and Technology, where we're dedicated to helping you achieve your dreams. Our experienced faculty members are committed to providing you with the knowledge and skills you need to succeed in today's competitive job market. We offer a range of certificates, diploma, and degree programs in engineering, business, education, forensic science, as well as opportunities for research and industry-based learning that will give you a hands-on experience in your chosen field. At New Era College, we believe in educating the whole person, which is why we offer a variety of extracurricular activities that will help you develop your leadership skills, make new friends, and have fun. With a degree from New Era College, you'll be well prepared for a successful career and a fulfilling life. So why wait? Apply today and take the first step towards building the future you deserve. New Era College, education for life.
If you are just joining us, we are on the public square. We are in conversation with the author of the book, Land of Legend, and now the film, Legend Has It, which is an adaptation of the book. His name is Mr. Ghodrati. Mr. Ghodrati, when we went for the break, we touched on the production. The director of the film is Neil Johnson.
That's right.
And then the producer is Robert Weston.
That's right.
These two are heavyweights in Hollywood.
Right.
Neil Johnson has worked, for instance, with Robert Weston. He has worked with Oscar winner,
That's right.
Charlize Theron.
That's right.
He has also worked with the legendary, iconic filmmaker, Martin Scorsese. How did these two get involved with this project?
That's a good question again. I really appreciate that. It was a blessing to get Mr. Robert Weston. As I told you, initially through Mrs. Sam Baldoni, we, after a year of working together, the pre-production, we met this gentleman by the name Ghodrati Botswana, who has been in industry. And a few months later, because of the project, we thought of taking it to UK, and Mr. Robert is British, and he was really, how to say that, good enough to come to us. He appreciated the script. So then 3 of the producers, they got together, Mr. Baldoni, Mr. Botswana, and Mr. Weston, and through him, we met the directors and the cast in United Kingdom. So to get Mr. Neil Johnson, again, it was a blessing. And it's important, see, they said it's not important who you are, it's important who you know. And this is how it works. So, in a nutshell, it was a marriage, it all worked together, and I sincerely appreciate that the director and Mr. Weston, they were able to pull it off in United Kingdom. That's
good.
Yeah.
And how far is the production of the film?
The production of the film completed last October. So, and then it went into post-production. By the time we got out of UK, it was almost December. All this editing and whatnot. Now is the final stages of special effect. The special effect is done by Urban in Toronto, and Urban is very well-known company that has been involved with many big projects, and I'm looking forward to see this is also done to the best of their ability. Hopefully, by this November, it will be on the screen, hopefully.
Wow. And how difficult or how easy is it to get a film like this one done, a film that involves a cast that is made up of internationally acclaimed actors?
See, again, you have to have willpower to get to where, like I am now at present. I wouldn't quit. I try to find different people. I try to get involved and see to it how we can come to get this project. Now the project has to sell itself now. You know, you cannot just say I have a book. Many people have a book, but you have to write your synopsis, you have to write your script, pass it on, and then appreciate what they say. And that's how when they saw the script, they appreciate it, and then they join our team.
Actually, that brings me to my next question. Filmmaking is a very expensive enterprise. How is the Land of Legend, the film, being financed?
See, to get a film into Hollywood, you need to have big players. Now, in my case, going from Botswana and partially know few people in Canada, so we decided that we can just go to the industry and find the different banks, individual who somehow invest in the film industry. And it was good enough to meet few who read the script again, and they accepted to invest. And it is a very expensive industry, but we did it independently. So since independently, that means there are a number of individuals who invested in the film, and hopefully they will be able to get a good return on it as well.
Good. Now, I'm sure a viewer at home could be asking themselves the question, we now have one or two internationally acclaimed actors in
Right.
Botswana who are indigenous to this country. And the question could be, why is it that you could not pick one of them to be on the cast, to play a role in the movie?
You see, as a matter of fact, before I do this project, we invest millions into 5-6 episodes of a film in Botswana. We cast it, we filmed it, we got everything done. And unfortunately, again, as I said, when it comes to casting, I suggested that few people we will get from here. And those individuals that I wanted, one of them went to South Africa, and she just got immediately hired by South African. And there was another lady who couldn't travel by then. So then I was able to ask my daughter, who was born here, to join us, and she did, so that at least we will have someone from here, even though she's born here, but yet we're waiting for her to get her own bank.
Well, very well. That's good. That's better than nothing at all.
That's right.
Thank you. We'll hold it there.
Thank you.
We'll hold it there. So we are going for another short break, and then when we come back on the other side of the break, we are going to talk more now about Mr. Ghodrati, the author of Land of Legend.
I would describe New Era College as inclusive,
progressive,
exceptional,
innovative,
a creative and technology-based school.
The home of engineering.
At New Era College, we offer quality education and training.
And this is done by a supportive learning environment.
New Era has grown from when I joined in 2015, where we had 5 blocks.
By expanding its programs.
access to resources.
And we also have specialized labs.
New Era College has the potential to be a leading institution not only in Botswana, but beyond.
I look forward to seeing New Era College turn into an university.
New Era College.
New Era College, 15 years.
We are here to stay.
New Era College, we are here to stay.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are in conversation with Mr. Ghodrati, who is the author of the book, Land of Legend. It has since been adapted to the big screen. Welcome back, Rev Ghodrati. You are an engineer by profession, you are an educationist. My question to you is, how did you find out that you had a talent and flair for writing?
Like, as you said, being an engineer and an educationist, I always get involved, with people of industry. And number of books that I read, and I realized that, oh, they're simple. Maybe I can do that. So then I discussed it, as a matter of fact, with my children. I said that I would like to write a book, and they encouraged me. Whereas my brother-in-law, he says I'm crazy. So then I said, okay, if that is the case, then let me prove them that we can do it. When there is a will, there is a way. So initially, I start taking note of all my ideas, and then later on, I got a dictaphone, just tape it, and when I had times during Christmas and during the holidays, I try to listen and then try to say, okay, I can enhance it. And that led to writing a book. And when I wrote the very first one, which took me about maybe 8 years. But the second one, it was easier because Land of Legend was done when Harry Potter was finished. And someone says, can you do something similar? I said, yeah, in Persia, with hundreds of years with thousands of years of history, we can do much better, but it's different. So that's why I brought those Persian lifestyle of 10,000 years ago into the book. And writing the Patriarch family, as you said, there are a spin-off of few other ones like Dead Drops and the rest. Out of it just becomes like a sequel.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yes, it's nice that you mentioned your first book, which you published in 2012.
That's right.
The Patriarch's Family.
That's right.
And then it was followed by Dead Drop. Now it's Land of Legend. Are you working on another book in the near future?
Yes, I'm working on one last one, which is again a spin-off the spin-off the Patriarch family. It's supposed to be about kidnapping. And hopefully you will hear about it when it is finished in a few months.
That's right. That's right. And actually that leads me to my next question, which is that what kind of writer would you characterize yourself as? I'm asking this question because going through Land of Legend, I realize you use a lot of mystery, mythology, you use fantasy, it's adventure as well.
Right.
And so how do you characterize yourself as a writer?
Right. You mentioned about Land of Legend. Yes, Land of Legend is fantasy, is adventure. You know, it's a bit of mystery. And it's in such a way designed for at 4 or 5 years old to be able to listen to his mom reading it for them, and 14, 15, 20 years old who can read it and enjoy it. When the book initially was published, we sent it to Kirkus for review. And the review says, wish we had this book during my childhood. That is the reviewer. So I could have said it to my children. As you said, this kind of a review, it makes you feel that, okay, your book is wanted. But what made me to write the first one, it was nothing but action. People liked action film and mystery. And unfortunately, those days during 80s, there were stories that in Europe, number of infant children from the time of birth were being vanished and pronounced dead, which they realized they have been kidnapped. So I thought, let me write a kidnapping story and bring a proper ending to it. So parents who have lost children, at least they will have a closure, a good closure.
That's interesting, very interesting. Now, you are also a businessman, so you are busy. You run a foundation, you travel the world a lot. Where do you find time to write books?
See, individual like me cannot do all of these things. You have to have a team. You have to have a good team. You have to have professors, managers, advisors, once you get to this stage. So team will be running these businesses. And even though being the president, I have got responsibility. But my responsibility is to see everyone is doing their job right, the business is running fine, and at the same time get time to be with my family and do what I love. And that is what I advise people, you know, that when you have got time, just try to somehow tap into that time and make it useful for yourself.
Very good, very good. And my very last question to you, What is your advice to a young person in Botswana who is a budding writer, an up-and-coming actor, who wants to make a career out of their vocation?
See, the young writers, you know, it's very important that to do the research. Like, for example, during my time, we didn't have all these computers and laptops and all those. My research was to go and ask my mom, my colleagues here and there, and then get them together. Now, a writer who wants to really get something great, first have to research in what genre he wants to write, what he want to do. Pick up that, build on it, and never quit. Even if you're not happy with what you have written once, the second time, the third time, as I told you, my first book took me almost 8 years. Just imagine how many times I keep throwing it out and throwing it out. But then I realized I have to finish it. It has to be finished. So have willpower.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Ghodrati. That's all we have for you this week on the Public Square. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys.
It was nice to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
My name is Patience Haulati. I'm the SRC Vice President of New Era College. I'm doing electrical and electronic engineering in New Era College. When I decided to choose the career I want to do in life, I saw that New Era College is home of engineering. So I saw that it fit in my life that I go to home of engineering. That's why I chose this institution, since I saw it's the best institution for engineering. During socializing time in the college, I love to go B block, at B block. That's where there's an outdoor where we sit with our friends, we share moments and everything together. That's why I love. If I were to describe New Era College in 3 words, I would say New Era College is awesome, welcoming, and home of engineering.